Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, which are the other nations. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And you see that. Why do you think they're doing all these fucking drills? They're preparing for war. You know? And then in Isaiah 14, where the nations which are on Esau has now become as weak as us, because all these countries now, they got the weapons that Esau thought he only had. China got laser weapons, man. China got some missile, a nuclear capable ICBM that's the furthest has the furthest range, man. It's called the Dongfeng. And I believe it can hold up to like 10 warheads. You know? This is verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares in the swords and your pruning hooks in the spears.
Yeah, because there was a time of an economic race. You had a time when you had like the Industrial Revolution.
It was an industrial.
You had an Industrial Revolution where everybody's just making products. You got China just pumping fucking iPhones out, man. You know what I'm saying? You got China pumping all types of gadgets out, man. All right, but now it's saying beat them plowshares into swords, man. It's saying use them factories, just like in when you had, was it World War II? You had World War II. They were turning old like car factories and stuff into hangars to build planes in and shit, man. So they're gonna stop producing goods for sale and start producing weapons for war. They're gonna turn the factories that they was using to make iPhones into factories to use to make AK-47s and shit, man.
It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Yeah, let the weak say I'm strong. Now all these other nations were considered weak nations at one time. Now they're strengthening themselves, man. All right, now they're banding together. All right, they're allying up with China and Russia, and China and Russia are both superpowers on the block, man.
It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Yeah, it's a valley of judgment, man. All right, where the Lord is going to bring all these nations together to destroy them. All right. This Isaiah 34:1. Come near, you nations, to hear, and hearken, you people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Yeah, so the Lord is gathering all these nations, okay, to the Middle East, so he can destroy them, man. He's going to do so much killing out there. There's just going to be mountains of carcasses, man. Okay, that's why you see a lot of these these vultures breeding right now, man. Because the Lord has certain animals to clean up dead bodies, man. Vultures, okay, out here in America, we got what you call condors. Well, a condor is a vulture, man. Okay? And they breed out here in Northern California. They come here like every summer to breed, man. The condors, which is a vulture. Why? Because there's going to be a mass casualty of people, man. There's going to be so many carcasses out here, man. And what? The birds got to eat, you know? So out there in the Middle East, these troops are going to be laid out there like dung, man. They're just going to be clapping each other so bad out there, man. All you so-called Americans, okay, that are going to get drafted for this war, this Third World War, you're going to die out there in the Middle East, man. You're going to go out there in the Middle East to die. Okay, you got these fucking dumbass Jakes that join Esau's military and talk about, I did to protect my family and my country. Nigga, if you want to protect your family, you should have stayed your bitch ass home. Fucking going overseas. Hey, there's going to be shit that goes down here. Okay, there's gonna be some big fucking steroid Amnon group.
Mighty man of Moab.
Yeah.
Mighty men of Moab. Lion like men of Moab.
Which that would be a Moab group.
Moab group.
You know? You should have stayed home to protect your wife and kids, man. Instead of going out to fight the devil's war, man. You know, that's why we call you Jakes. You don't trust the so-called white men. Dumbass niggas, man. You're not Israelites, we call you niggas. Okay? And you're gonna die out there in the Middle East, man. What?
This real quick, this Revelation 14 and 20, it says, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
That was so much bloodshed, man. So much death. Okay? So it's just showing you, man. The furlongs and all that was an estimated number of just fucking death, man. Bloodshed. Okay? Now, I don't know exactly how long a furlong is according to scripture. This is good. It's cool. You know? But it's just going to be everywhere, man. All over the mountains, man. It says the mountains shall be melted with their blood. Okay? So many troops and tanks and things out there, man. You know? Listen.
So Isaiah 34 and 3, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
Yeah, it says it's going to be stink because of their carcasses. No, the Bible tells you that the first employment of these heathen is to bury the dead bodies, man. There's going to be so much dead bodies out there. That's going to be the first assignment for all the heathen, man, to bury the dead bodies. Okay? What?
Wow. It says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Yeah, the host of heaven, okay? He's talking about Esau, man. All right? The host of heaven is his air force, his military. And the kings of the earth. Okay?
It says, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Talking about the nuclear bombs, man.
Yep.
Big old mushroom cloud, man. That's the heavens being rolled together as a scroll. Hey, because the scroll was like a parchment and it would come open. All right?
And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yeah, so the Lord's sword, which are those nuclear missiles, they're going to bathe in heaven. They're going to go in, they're going to be shot into space, and they're going to come down upon Idumea, upon these people, man. All these people we see right here, this Idumea, where these nuclear missiles are going to hit, man. Okay? Idumea is a Greek way of saying Edom, all right? Which Edom is the so-called white people. Edom means red, okay? So it's going to come down upon all you Edomite countries, man. Because the way you were fighting your civil war, okay, the way you were fighting for dominance of the world,
I love you so much.
it's a way you're going to fight for dominance of the world again, okay? And Esau got to go into slavery, man. You know, drunk-ass cave bitches, man. Okay?
Wild animals.
That's what they are. You know, I wouldn't even call him a dog, because that's an insult to a dog.
It said, Job said, I disdain the sentiment with the dogs of my flock.
If the scriptures say that Esau is viler than the earth,
When you understand what it means when he says he's viler than the earth, it's actually talking about shit. Just like when you had Eglon, and Eglon got stabbed, and it said that the dirt came out. And he's talking about his shit. said Esau is violent and shit.
Because shit actually has a purpose. It goes into the ground and the earth recycles it. Esau's worse than that. Esau destroys the earth. That's why in Isaiah 14 it says the trees are going to rejoice when he goes down there. It says, since you went down, no fowler has came up against us. A fowler is somebody that cuts down trees. Okay? So when this devil goes down, everybody's going to rejoice. Alright? This is Isaiah chapter 13. I think it's about time. Spirits. This is Isaiah chapter 13. Okay? Verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which will not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Yeah, the Medes gonna stir up the Russians against them. They're not gonna delight in silver or gold, man. Alright, go ahead.
It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children.
Yeah, their eye shall not spare children, man. Alright? They're gonna come over here and they're gonna be slaying people in the street, man. And ultimately they're gonna shoot nuclear missiles over here. Alright? They're not gonna pity. They know that there's gonna be little babies, little children, and pregnant women, and all that stuff, man. Alright? The family dog. They don't give a fuck about the family dog, you know? They're gonna launch these nukes and completely destroy this place, man. That's what the Medes, the Russians are gonna do. That's what all these countries are gonna do, man. All right, and they ain't gonna pity none of you Americans. All right, they ain't gonna pity any of you Edomites, period. Because eventually they're gonna shoot nukes on the European countries too, man. All right, they're gonna destroy these different European countries because it says this judgment is gonna come upon Idumea, upon the people of his curse, the judgment. So-called white man, Edomites, man.
The devil.
The Lord's gonna destroy all of their countries, man.
He wanted to throw up the horns.
He wanted to provoke them.
You know, hey, Esau's a demon. Alright, so fuck Esau, man. He can do that shit when he's being burnt alive.
We'll see how proud he is when the Lord brings the judgment upon the earth.
Oh, the kingdom.
Oh, the kingdom. Hey, look, in the kingdom, Esau ain't even gonna be able to speak, man. Esau is just gonna know simple ass words. He's gonna be able to say yes, master, no, master in the Hebrew. That's about it. Other than that, he ain't gonna say shit. Go ahead. You got something?
Yeah.
So you wanna go back to Isaiah? So Isaiah 34 and 5, it said, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Yeah, it's going to come down upon America and these other countries, man. Okay? Primarily, chiefly America, man. Alright? And upon the people that are as cursed to judgment. So you so-called white people, you Edomites. Okay, you got the mark of Cain, which is that curse to judgment. To let all these nations know, let us know who you are in the last day. Having leprosy is a curse, man. Okay? Being an albino, so to speak. That's a curse, man. Okay? That's that curse to judgment that Esau has to live with. In the kingdom, Esau gonna be leprous. He's gonna be Esau. But every nation is going to go back to having color. Israel is going to go back to having color. Okay? Because having so-called white skin is leprosy. Yeah, but you walk around. Joe Pesci.
Added.
You know? See, scriptures tell you in the moment, in the twinkling of an eye, Israel's going to be changed, those that are saved. So if their body gets changed, it's going to go back to how it normally should look. We're going to have melanin, skin color. Okay, even the brothers that look white, even the brothers that might look like dukes, They're gonna go in the chariot. The body's gonna start break. They're gonna get an afro, might have cornrows, braids. Okay, like that, and be hella fucking buff, man.
Everyone get that scripture. Let's get on that.
No, that's tacos.
That's what he said. They got the shit in there.
No, that's tacos. He said turn here and we go to
This
Susie
is
Q's.
1 Corinthians 15 and 51.
In the name of
Behold,
Jesus,
I
for
show you
real.
a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Yeah, so not all Israel's gonna die, man. Okay, but those that are left behind that go into the chariot shall be changed, man. And really, hey, even if you are a martyr, you're gonna be in the chariot, man. It says, they that die in the Lord shall be the first. Let's go.
They're gonna be raised up first,
Shall be raised up first.
because
So we're all gonna be changed, man.
what's gonna happen is those that, just like when after Yahushua died, when he gave up the ghost on the cross, and then you had all these dead prophets that have been dead for many years just raise up out of the graves and start walking around. Hey, what's up? Oh, it was good, you know, and they live the full life, man. The same thing's gonna happen. Those they're gonna be raised up and took up into the sky, caught up in the clouds first, man. All right.
Yeah, it says that we shall not all sleep, meaning die,
Yeah, not everybody will.
but we shall all be changed.
Because there's that scripture that we read in the reincarnation when it says, some of you standing here before me will not taste of death before you see the Son of Man come in the clouds.
Because even if you die in the Lord, you're just going to go back to the spirit world or the chariot. You're going to go to the chariots, man. If you die in the Lord, meaning you died doing what was expected of you, being a righteous man. Okay? But if you die being a piece of shit, you're going to come back in the kingdom through the loins of the elect. As a child, as a baby, you're going to have to start all over. Okay? Which the elect, the men that die and don't die, that are chosen, they're not going to have to start all over. They're just going to get a new body. Okay?
It says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet, the last trump,
Last Trump.
the last trump,
It's the last president, Lord willing, is Trump.
and in the twinkling,
Last Trump.
the last trump, in the twinkling of, that's a scoff, Salak. In the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible.
Yep. And so at the time of the nukes, those Israelites that make it up into the chariot, hey, at the last trump,
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
and we shall be changed. Now, us being in this flesh is dead, man. It's going to be changed. It's going to be made incorruptible. Meaning we're going to have a spiritual body, which cannot be corrupted. Okay, you get a computer or an electronic device that has a hard drive and could download programs. It could get infected and become corrupt. You can't use it no more. Well, this body, we ain't going to be able to use it in the kingdom. Scripture tell you that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. Okay? So we're not going to take these piece of crap bodies. They're subject unto sin, unto vanity, lust. They go off. The Lord is going to give us new bodies,
Yeah.
like Superman, like Hancock, okay? Like all these Marvel characters you see. We're going to receive spiritual power. Right?
This is Matthew 24 and 28. It says, for wheresoever the carcass is, and remember, carcass is a dead body.
Oh, okay, good.
We're dead in this flesh.
Well, carcass, yeah, in this sense, is the body. The body of who? Yahushai. The men of the Lord, wherever that carcass is.
For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together.
And the eagles is the chariots. They shall be gathered together for what? To beam up the elect, so that we can meet the Lord in the air. As the scriptures say, we're going to meet the Lord in the air. The brothers that are saved, we're actually going to see Yahushai. We're going to meet him and be at peace with him, man. Go ahead.
It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken.
Yeah, there's going to be a nuclear attacks, man. After the tribulation, which is what Jacob's trouble. So after this is all said and done, the martial law, the race wars, you know, this stuff, Jacob's trouble, then it's going to be nukes flying, man. You know how we know when it's the end? When they push the chip. After they push the chip, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, the NFC chip, biometric identification chip. After they push that, then the nukes are going to fly. How do we know that? Because Revelation 14, okay, it says that when those that get the mark, okay, shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, man. So the nukes are going to fly until the chip is pushed, man. When they make the chip mandatory, saying if you don't take this, we're going to kill you, we're going to lock you up, then just know that it's nigh the end. Go ahead.
And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Yeah, the sign of the Son of Man in heaven is what? Chariots, man. Because Revelation 1:7 says, all the kindred of the earth shall mourn, man.
That's the precept.
Because the Lord coming back to fuck this place up, man. Okay? I know they say the elect. Sure, the smoking is bad.
I know.
If you knew better, you do better.
That's right.
And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
They shall see the Son of Man coming in power and great glory, which is the chariots, the UFOs, the angels, man. Okay?
He shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other.
Hey, and that's what we read at the last trump. Okay? So at this last trump, these nukes are going to fly. And then the elect are going to be getting saved, man. Not you demons. Alright?
Yeah, so I'm just going to go over this one more time. 1 Corinthians 15 and 51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
We shall all be changed. We're going to get the new bodies going.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye at the last trump,
Split second. Bodies is going to be getting changed, man. Going up in the chariots, they got the beam.
And the Father said,
Your body's going to be dematerializing. What?
for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Like the brother pulled out earlier, okay, in Matthew, he shall send his angels with the sound of a trumpet.
ice cream.
So at the last trump, all right, go ahead.
1 John 1:9.
For this incorruptible must put on for this corruptible must put on incorruption,
Yep.
and this mortal must put on immortality.
Being in this flesh, this is a mortal body, and it's corruptible. It's subject to sin. So this mortal is going to put on immortality. We're not going to die anymore. We're not going to die anymore. Okay? We're not going to be subject to sin anymore. Because we're going to get a new body. The Lord is going to give us a new heart. He's going to change a stony heart to a fleshly heart. Our people are fucking hard-headed, man. Our people got a stony heart. Okay? Even us.
Oh yeah,
You know?
take a knucklehead.
Well, I'm not saying that. It's because we're not perfect, man.
I know.
We can't be perfect. Only way we're gonna be perfect is when we get the fuck up out of here, man.
Like the elders said, if we stay here forever, we shoot ourselves in the foot. you gonna fuck it up, man. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Death will be swallowed up in victory, man. Once the elect is sealed, man. Once the elect is sealed, death is swallowed up in victory, man. Okay? Because the wages of sin is death.
Yep.
And Israel's never going to sin anymore in the kingdom, man. We're going to be perfect. We're not going to ever get sick, man. All we are is going to be living in perfect harmony with each other. We're going to have 1,000 millions of wives. not millions, but big number of wives. It could be millions.
Hey, say we're never gonna end.
You know,
Everlasting kingdom.
millions of wives. Why do you think the Lord created all those planets, man? Billions of planets so we can live there. Yeah, you get that, John 14. Okay. See, our people think that all it is just Earth, and we're stuck here, and we gotta live and be slaves. The Lord created all those other planets for what? For us. What?
Well, I gotta get it.
Yeah, John 14. But we're gonna travel to those other planets. Okay? If we're gonna be infinite, all right, just shooting out babies and having so many children, the planet could become overpopulated. But that's why the Lord created these other planets. I'm not saying it's gonna be overpopulated, because it's not.
You can have your own personal planet.
Yeah.
This is
Planet Vegeta.
planet vagina. St. John 14:1. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in Yahweh, believe also in me.
So you gotta actually have faith, and don't worry about what's coming, man. Just do the work. Just preach the word and pray. Fast if we have to. Okay? But have faith. We're gonna go through trouble. Okay? But be not troubled, man. Don't lose your fucking mind. What?
In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you.
Hey, in his Father's house are many mansions. The Father dwells in the spirit world. Okay? Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, but it tells you the earth is his footstool. So if the earth is his footstool, that would have to mean that inside outer space, all these planets, which he calls a mansion. It says, in my Father's house are many mansions. Okay? What circumference is the footstool, a house? And the earth is his footstool, so there's other planets.
It said the heavens of heavens can't contain it.
Yeah.
So that's it's infinite. The Most High is infinite. He said you could never go far enough because he will much more exceed. Because he's just out there creating. He's just out there creating, man.
Yeah, because it calls him omnipotent, which means all powerful.
This is 2 Esdras 2:13. It says, "Go and you shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened."
Yeah, you gotta pray. Pray that the Lord speeds this thing up. Pray that the Lord allows Russia, these other countries, to go to war with America, man. Okay? Pray for this thing to speed up, man. Okay? Why?
Why? Here's why. The kingdom is already prepared for you.
Watch.
Watch.
The kingdom's already prepared. We're just waiting for Esau. We're just waiting for the Lord to bring Esau down.
This thing is a done deal. Yahushua got Yahushua gave himself up to be put on the cross. Death was swallowed up in victory right there. It said the elect were chosen from before the foundations of the world were laid. So the elect are the elect. Like, victory is going to be had no matter what. This thing is already done. It's already sealed. It's already, hey man, it's already set. The judgment is set. The books are open. All these words, all we're doing is playing out the prophecy. That's it. After that comes the kingdom. It's already set up. It's already prepared. Right? So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Harakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles at Great Millstone and Well, and salutations, peace, love, blessing to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the earth. All right, and that to America, man. All right, shalom.
Shalom.